So in this part, what we're going to be doing is using our CAS to convert between radians and degrees. So make sure you have your CAS handy. We're going to be going through this skill on your CAS calculator. Now here, what I've done is I've just put the textbook instructions on how to perform these conversions. So they're here for you. And we're just going to go into a bit of the nuts and bolts of it all right here. So here we have 136.4 degrees and we want to turn it into radians. Well, what are some things that we need to take note of when using our CAS calculator? Well, let's come here. The first thing you need to take note of is whether or not you're in the degree or radian mode. And this is going to depend on how you change it based on what calculator you have. So if you have a CX2 and you want to go between your degree and radian mode, you can actually just press this. So just click it and you see how it goes from radian to degrees. So if you have the CX2, you can just click it and it will change from radians to degrees. Pretty nifty. If you don't, what you're going to have to do is go go doc, settings and status, document settings, and then change the degree to radians. And then okay, and now it's in the radian mode. So if you don't have the CX2, doc, settings, document settings, and then you can change things here. All right, now I have 136.4 and I need to change it from degrees to radians. Well, I first need to tell it that it's degrees, don't I? To do that, what I'm going to do is go control this and then hit that. Now it knows it's 136.4 degrees. And if I want to get it into radians, because I'm in the radian mode, if I just hit enter, it actually just gives it to me. So just by hitting enter, it just gives me the answer. So 136.4 degrees, because I'm in radian mode, when I hit enter, it gave me that angle in terms of radians straight away. So that means we could come over here and we could go 2.3806, just like that. Now, if we weren't in radian mode, let's say we were in the degree mode, obviously, if I just hit enter here, it's just going to say 136.4. So how can I change it if I'm in degree mode? What I would have to do is hit this book right here. And then once I've hit this book, it's not going to take me straight to rad. It's just going to take me somewhere here. You need to hit the letter R. And if you hit the letter R, then scroll down, you'll find rad. There it is. And now when you hit enter, it will give you your answer. So 2.3806. And this little R here is the unit for radians on the CAS. Perfect. So we could do it again for our next one, 84.1. So you could just turn it back into radians and type in 84.1 and hit enter. Oh, sorry, what did I do wrong there? I did not put in my degree symbol, so it did not know. Degree symbol, hit enter, there it is. So my answer will be 1.4678, 146. Or if it was in degree mode, what you would have to do is come here, hit that, go book, go rad, 84.1 into radian, and there it is right there. Perfect. So we have gone from degrees to radians. And then it's very similar to go the opposite way now. So let's say I'm in degree mode and I want to turn these radians into degrees. Well, if I simply type in 11, whoopsie daisy, 11 pi on 9, and now I need to tell it that it's a radian. So if I come control here and hit the little R button here, it now knows, hey, this is a radian. And because I'm in degree mode, when I hit enter, it just gives it to me as a degree. So 220 degrees. Now, most of the time, your calculator is just on radian mode because that's normally what we use. So in this case, you know, obviously if you're here and you just hit it, it's just going to say, well, it's 11 pi on 9 radians. So to change it this time, we'll come here, we'll go the book, and you're going to type in D, and then this one right here, DD. Hit enter, and there it is, 220 degrees. So too for the next one. So this is 5.18. It doesn't look like radians, but you've been told it is radians, so it is. So we're going to go 5.18. Remember, if you're in the radian mode, all you have to do is go control there, hit radians, hit enter, and it turns it into a radian, doesn't it? Because you're in radian mode. If you're in degree mode, and we put this in, it would give it to us as a radian straight away, as a degree straight away. 296.7921 degrees. Or remember, if you're in Radian mode, then in this case, what you'd have to do is you'd have to take this, you'd have to go book, DD, enter, and there it is. So a bit clunky, a bit, not clunky, but, a bit, you just have to spend some time with your CAS. And I know many of us, our CAS still scares us a little bit, but you just got to spend some time with it, get to know it. It will be your friend if you're its friend. So just make sure you're spending time with your CAS and you feel comfortable going back from radians to degrees, and all these different ways of converting back and forth. Hopefully you found this video helpful.